So code snippets, it's a very powerful functionality that's used by Brick River and by your internal development team to enable you to put in stuff basically into emails, web pages, and layouts. So let's take a peek here. Let's say I'm in this demo account here, and I've created just one generic code snippet. And really, what you do is you get your developer to go in here, give it a name, give it a purpose, one of these purposes here, whether it's going to be email or a code block, design element, helpers, is just a way of categorizing it. You can put in a little quick description, an image, which would be like an SVG, and then you just put in the code snippet here. So this is going to be on the techie, the developer, to do this. They can be just simple code snippets that get dropped in, or they can also be to configurations. So you can pass them parameters. They can also, be data driven. So let's take a peek here at just something simple. This is just in email. We're just dropping in this just kind of example template layout. Let's just say I wanted a feature headline and some subheads, because that's what your organization wants to do with a lot of your emails. So you'd go to this email here, and then under snippets, and then this is the one that supposedly your organization has created. You click it, and boom, it just drops in that code snippet, that HTML snippet that got in there. So that, would save a little bit of time. You can also use code snippets in layouts, of course. So again, your developers can create these if you want. I don't know if they would do it so much in layouts, but you'll see that there are some that Brick River created. So for example, let's say I were to click on this, and I just want to drop in a root layout here. This is taking a kind of a centralized code snippet and dropping it right in here to save you time. And then what I could also do is these code snippets can be put on different places. So are they used only in the email or only in pages? And the reason why you might want to do that is that the HTML in email is different than in other places, because it has to support lots of different email programs. And also you can't run code in email programs or in the emailer. So what you can do then is, let's say I just have this run on email and pages, and you can also have it be in pages. So here's a page. I'll just go to snippets. This is a generic page. Go show just mine. And then here it is, just dropping that in here, imagining if you wanted a specific page layout. But you can, sky's the limit here. You can do database driven stuff. You can do just little bits like buttons or little, whatever it is that you want. Here's an example of a sort of higher complexity code snippet. And what this is doing is it's going and it's spitting out information from a lead so that it can be copied into another system. Way of just doing a quick copy. I'll show you the result in a sec. But it's taking a parameter. So it's taking the record ID. And you can look in our documentation to see how to do this stuff. But basically, it's taking a parameter, a record ID. It's going and getting a list based upon just that record ID, and it's putting some of that information in right here. Just spitting it out onto a page so that it can be copied. And that's being used in records. So let's take a look at that. So here's an example of that in action here. We've just added it to here as a quick copy, supposedly copying an opportunity. I can just hit quick copy. I'll just take a sec to render, and it's spitting out onto the page just a generic HTML thing that I had in there that I can just use to copy. So you'll see this in different places, like maybe people want a quick summary report on a record, or a quick copyable address thing. So let's take a look at another example. Here's another example of it being used. One in the case of it being a quick copy address, or another case where you get kind of a summary report. And these are, for that specific customer, because this customer wanted this just in their system, a way to kind of quickly copy address information. It goes in and it looks and it says, oh, what's the address here in this field or that field or these related things, and then it spits this little kind of quasi report out. And then, or here's another one, like another person summary that is doing some stuff. Again, spitting out some information. And that's all just coming from these code snippets here. So again, you can do very basic stuff, or you can get really, really high end with it. Okay, thanks.